Welcome back to another video. Today I plan on discussing how to get hot models to shoot with you. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. First and foremost, you want to make sure that your work is of quality before you even approach a top tier model at working with you. For one, if it's not fair to the model. Two, who the heck would want to work with a photographer and their work is shit? And it's pointless. You want to make sure that you have good quality work. And when I say that, make sure you know your camera, make sure you know your settings, make sure you know how to edit, make sure you know your lighting, make sure you put the work in before you go and approach a hot model. Okay? Now, another big thing is your portfolio. It makes a big difference. You want to have somewhat of a portfolio before you even approach these models, because they're going to want to see your work. And if your work is just not looking right, you're going to get no response. A lot of time, I'll see a photographer's work on Instagram. I'm like, oh, he's pretty good. I'll go look at his page. And I'll look and I'm like, what is all this random shit? Why would he even post this? You want to make sure that you're only showcasing your very, very best work as a photographer. If you go out and do a shoot and the shoot didn't come out good, you don't have to post it. Go to the next shoot and make sure you're only posting your very best work. Also, with your portfolio, you want to make sure you're posting work that is pretty much gonna put you in the direction that you want to go. So if you want to shoot for Vogue or you want to shoot some glamour or whatever, you want to make sure that's what you're posting. Don't post family pictures and all that kind of stuff, or focus on the direction that you want to go, okay? And when you are posting your portfolio, make sure you're working with, I know you don't have models right now or anything like that, but make sure you're working with attractive people. And if you don't know no one, everyone's got a family member, a cousin, or maybe a friend of a friend that knows someone that is really attractive, and just approach them or have them ask, be like, hey, right now I'm working on my photography. You got a great look. I would love to do some photographs of you. In return, you get free pictures for your Instagram, for your TikTok, or whatever you want to use it for. And go out and work with them and kind of build up a good relationship with them. So that way you could go out on a continuous basis and build your portfolio. So that way you have attractive, good-looking people on your portfolio. Because let's face it, a lot of people right now are probably going to be mad at me for saying this. Because they're going to be like, oh, well, everyone's beautiful in their own way. No, that's fucking bullshit. And we all know it. You want to have people that are, attractive on there, because that's going to it's what's going to help the model be more persuaded to work with you. Because if you're shooting ugly ass people, they're not going to want to work. They're not going to want to be featured on that port. So you got to make sure that you are shooting and showcasing attractive people. Okay, so that's the next thing. Now, the third thing is, how do you contact these models? Okay, when you're contacting these models, you got to think to yourself, there's going to be, especially if they're attractive, their inbox is going to be flooded with guys hitting on them and photographers trying to work with them. You don't want to just message them or comment on their pictures like, hey, let's shoot. Love your work, would love to shoot with you sometime. Nothing like that is going to get their attention, because there's a lot of people doing that. You have to stand out from the rest. So you want to approach them as a professional. You want to let them know you are a professional. You're not like these other photographers. You want to, come at them with some type of direction as far as what you're doing, where you're trying to go, and what they'll benefit from it. You want to put that in there. I'm not saying message them a huge paragraph or nothing like that. You want to make sure that you're putting something in there that sounds professional, like, hey, I'm working on several different projects. I've seen some of your work. I think you'd be perfect for this next shoot that I'm working on. It includes ... and it's going to be at blah, blah, blah. So make sure you're detailed and you sound professional. Use right punctuations, all that kind of stuff. If you don't know punctuations, look on YouTube and freaking learn. So the next thing you want to look for too, and understand, not every single one of these girls is worth shooting. You got to analyze these pages carefully. You want to make sure, one, are they consistent? Two, do they got good work? 3, do they got a decent following? And when I say decent following, there's two different types of following. There's models that have following of quality people, and then there's models that have nothing but, you know, jerk offs that literally just want to see some ass and titties, and they're complete useless to you. So you want to make sure that you are approaching the right models. And when I say this too, I almost forgot, an email goes a long way. Try to hit them up in the email, because most people do not use that. They'll try to contact them through inbox or on a comment. Go to email and try to be professional. Okay, and make sure whoever you are contacting is worth it. You know, you don't want to sit there and waste time. Not every single client is going to be worth your time. You know, sometimes you might come across a girl that's a diva and she has a nasty attitude, and I promise you, it is not worth your time working with girls like that. It's not. Just move on to the next. Okay, now the next thing I wanted to talk about is, if you're looking off top to shoot with models and you're thinking you're gonna make a fuckload of money, I'm gonna let you know right now, that's not where it's at. Models, a lot of the time, for one, they don't have the budget to shoot like that continuously, and nonetheless just to keep paying that. And you know, I'm not saying there's not models that have, there's models that do have it, but it's very rare that you're gonna find a good looking model that's willing to fork out that much money, because you're gonna be like, well, you're benefiting from me. So you want to make sure too that, you know, when I say this, I'm not saying you can't do it, because I made some good money through it, but I was shooting more like OnlyFans content, and I wasn't just doing that. I was managing different OnlyFans pages, and you know, almost like doing some OnlyFans agency work and stuff like that. So it's different, you know, and even then you're not gonna make a lot of money unless it's your freaking page, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of work, but it can be done. The only thing is, don't think you're gonna go out there and make a shitload of money, because it's, you know, you're not gonna make a lot of money unless you're just under a top tier agency that's putting you out there with, you know, Bazaar Magazine, Vogue, all those top tier companies. You know, you want to make sure that you've done your homework. You know, there's and I'm not trying to kill no dreams, because like I said, it is doable, but it's just, you got to aim towards the right direction. Just shooting pretty girls constantly, it's not going to get you far. It's not. You have to have some type of direction. You got to be shooting something of substance and purpose, or else you're not going to make shit. So just keep that in mind, because if you're looking that you'll be just rolling in the dough, just shooting pretty girls all day, it don't work like that, unless, you know, there's certain people out there that do make it work. But a lot of these dudes have like an OnlyFans that they're pushing and stuff like that, and you know, it's a certain system. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap that up. I hope this helped you out in some type of way. I just wanted to be completely blunt and honest and just help you guys out with what I did and what you could do, and I hope it helped. And if it did, hit the thumbs up, drop a comment. I would love to hear your thoughts and how your process is coming along as far as your journey in the photography world, and what are you doing to get your clients. That'd be kind of cool to hear that. I will respond to every single person, and I will not stop making these videos. So y'all have a great day, and hit that subscribe button. Thanks.